Right, here we are again. We're back for another episode, Football Heaven 24/7. Um, and this time we're going to do the Bundesliga in Germany for the 2022-23 season. Last season, as we know, Bayern Munich sort of ran away with it. They finished 8 points clear of Borussia Dortmund. But some key things have happened. Bayern Munich, they've obviously lost Lewandowski after being a top goal scorer for the last few seasons in the Bundesliga. Probably one of the third best striker in the world, in my opinion. Actually, no, the first best striker in the world, I'd say, on current form. And Benzema, I'd probably say, was second best in the world right now. Um, Obviously, there's Ronaldo and Messi, but they've sort of petered off a little bit, even though Ronaldo had a decent season at Man United. A bad team, let's be honest. I'm not just saying that because I got a Man City top and I don't support Man City, but like wearing my shirts and stuff. Anyway, as I say, Bayern Munich, they've lost Lewandowski. He was there for a long time. He'd obviously come from Borussia Dortmund, their local their rivals even in Germany. He's gone on to Barcelona, but they bought in Sadio Mane from Liverpool, and they got him for quite a good price. Sadio Mane came in for 35 million, which I feel is a good deal. Sadio Mane is, I think, only 29, so they've got another 3 years with him probably, where he's going to be playing at top level. They've brought in some other players, two from Ajax, two young players. Nazor Manzoura, I can't even say his name, Ajax. Ryan Gravenberch from Ajax as well. And another really, really key player who's cost quite a lot of money. Matthias de Ligt, who was wanted by Chelsea and Manchester United, but he's ended up coming from Juventus to Bayern Munich for 65.6 million. So two key signings, Mane, even that Gravenberch, whatever his name is, from Ajax. I've heard big things about him. And also goes without saying, Matthias de Ligt is playing in a was playing in a very good Juventus team, and he does play, for a great national team. I personally think Holland are going to have a really good chance of winning the World Cup this year. It would be my dark horse to win it if we're going to go with one. But getting back to the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich, obviously they've been up there. They've been up there for a number of seasons now, winning it on the bounce. I think we're looking at 8 seasons or something, or 9 seasons, might be even be more than that, where they've been winning the title. Now, Dortmund's been getting close, quite a lot of seconds. Leverkusen was up there last season in third, but they was quite a few points behind. They still finished like 14 points, or more than that even. 13 points less than that even. 13 points behind Bayern Munich. So some of the teams have been catching up. I think Leverkusen and I think Borussia Dortmund are going to come into their own this season. Mane is a great signing, so's de Ligt, but I just think they're going to feel that loss of Lewandowski having left to go to Barcelona. I feel that Borussia Dortmund are going to have a really, really good chance of taking over. Borussia Dortmund, they brought in some crucial players. They brought in one actually from Bayern Munich, defender. Nicolas Salou has come in from Bayern Munich. Adeyemi's come in from Salzburg, RB Salzburg. A guy called Schotterman from Freiburg. And there's a few other players. Oh, Sebastian Haller's come in. Yeah, I forgot about that. From Ajax. The guy who didn't really perform at West Ham a few seasons back had a couple of great seasons with Ajax. And suddenly he's playing for the second best team in Germany. So I think Borussia Dortmund have got a really, really good chance at the title. They're not, the bookies are saying like 9-1 at best. Everyone's still saying that Bayern Munich are going to win it. They're 1-5 on, 1-6 on at most of the bookies on the high street. But I would say, if I'm honest, I'm going to go for Borussia Dortmund to beat them to the league this season. Controversial prediction. Lots of people will disagree with me, and I can see why they would do, because Bayern Munich's got a history of being very, very successful in the German league. But Borussia Dortmund, I'm going to go to win it. I think it'll be very narrow. I think it'll only be won by a couple of points. Yeah, but I'm going to go for Borussia Dortmund to do it. I think Bayer Leverkusen will finish third behind Bayern Munich, and I think RB Leipzig will be up there again. Something to note though, last season, a team that stood out head and shoulders above many other teams, but they've lost quite a few of their players, was Union Berlin. They finished sixth in the Bundesliga, not sixth, sorry, fifth in the Bundesliga. Fantastic. They're going to be in Europe for that. Europa League. Lost a few key players though. Union Berlin. To be fair, they've lost a player to Forest. I've talked about him before. Um, Awomi Tai. I can't even say his name. Taiwo Nui. Can't say he's gone to Forest for 17 million. He scored 15 goals for Union Berlin last season, and he got something like 8 assists. So he's a very, very useful player. It'd be interesting to see whether he'll be any good in the Premiership. But I think Union Berlin will feel that loss. They've put some money into getting some players in. No one really that I have heard of before. Let's be honest, most people that watch the Premier League will not know too much about a lot of the players that are coming in from smaller teams to the German league. But as I say, Union Berlin had a fantastic season. They were the surprise package in the Bundesliga last year. Union Berlin. Unfortunately, two teams got relegated. Arminia Bielefeld got relegated, and Grufer Firth got relegated. Grufer Firth had a really bad season. They finished with only 18 points. A bit like Derby County years ago in the Premier League, only getting 11 points. It's pretty bad, sad times for those teams. So, yeah, there's not really much else to say. But Bayern Munich did obviously win it last season. Like I say, I think fancy Dortmund to overtake them this year. They've recruited quite well. Bayern Munich got two key players in Delete and Mane, but I just don't, like I said earlier, I don't think it'll be enough with Lewandowski not being around. Now, Leverkusen, Patrick Schick was amazing for Leverkusen last season. He got 24 goals in 27 league matches. Really, really good up and coming striker. We know in the last Euros that was played that he finished as the top goal scorer in the Euros. I was thinking a Premier League team might have come in for him. There was rumours of Arsenal perhaps being interested a while back, but that never materialised. So I think Bayer Leverkusen, if they're holding on to him, they will finish third again. They will get some Champions League football again. They progressed Leverkusen from the previous season. I think they were fifth the season before last. Interesting to see. I would love to see someone like Leverkusen win it, but realistically, I think the things are in place for Dortmund to finally overtake Bayern Munich. So we'll go with that. I'll go for Sebastian Haller to have a great season. West Ham fans must be absolutely shocked about how well Haller's doing and that he's been signed by Borussia Dortmund, which, let's face it, is a really, really good, consistent Champions League team. They had to get somebody in. I don't know whether he'll be good enough to replace Erling Haaland, let's be honest, who's gone to Manchester City from Dortmund, but it remains to be seen what will happen. As I say, there's the two teams that got relegated last season. There was two new teams that came back up into the league. One of those was Schalke that came back up. Schalke brought a ton of players in, and also there was another team that came back up, and that was. Let me just have a look. I think it was Werder Bremen. Was it Werder Bremen? Yeah, I think it was Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen came back up, so they did well. So those two teams came back up in a playoff. Hertha Berlin retained their status in the Bundesliga. So there's a playoff. I don't know if you know, between one team in Bundesliga 2 and one team in Bundesliga, and Hertha Berlin won that. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. One of the favourites to get relegated is Bochum to go back down. Bochum, they finished quite clear of the relegation zone last season, to be fair, by about 9 points, but they're one of the favourites to go back down. So we'll see what happens. As I say, my prediction: Dortmund to finish top, Bayern Munich second, Leverkusen third, and everybody else behind that. And I think my dark horse again to go and do something, I'm going to go for Mainz to come in and do something. Have a great week. All the best. I've been Jamie Carter. Bye.